Proceed.
Madam Speaker and the Honorable Senators, I'll share the 10 minutes with the Senior Counsel Katwa and Wanyama. I'll only ask 2 questions. Mr. Philip, from the logs that you extracted, did you extract any source IP addresses?
Yeah, we have IP addresses within our logs.
Source IP addresses, the MAC addresses. Did you get any MAC addresses from the system?
Which one are you referring to? You've mentioned MAC address and IP address. Which
source one? IP addresses, which is the same as MAC addresses.
Your Honor, those are 2 different addresses.
So you can differentiate the 2, kindly?
Yes. So MAC address is ideally, in a layman's language, like your fingerprint. It is absolutely unique.
Unique. Did you get those unique identifiers from the system?
Allow me to answer the question.
No, I'm asking you a question. Did you get those unique identifiers from the system?
The IP addresses,
Counsel,
yes.
Allow him to answer.
Okay. I need specific answer, yes or no, on the issue of source IP address. Did you
Counsel, let him answer so
okay.
that you can benefit from that answer.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have IP addresses within our log systems.
The source IP address, did you get them?
Yes.
Did you identify the IP addresses to a certain gadget?
Your Honor, based on system configuration, logs are part of system development, and ideally, most system development prescribe the IP addresses, because ideally with an IP addresses, you have the ability to geolocate where that particular device is.
Now,
a MAC address will not give you a
answer.
geolocation.
Thank you for your answer. So, from your answer, it indicates that you could not tell which location this IP address was from.
It's the opposite. From our answer, we could be able to say where the IP address is from, because
have you indicated that in your report?
Yes.
That it came from where?
We have indicated the IP addresses of the various voters who logged into the system.
Can you identify those IP addresses to a certain gadget, say that this IP address, 41 something, was for Honorable, let's say Anita? Can you say that?
Your Honor, that is not possible with the system configuration as it is.
So from the system that you are working on, you cannot tell who voted for who?
You can tell based on the user ID, which is a unique user ID, and the IP address of the user.
This is not a personal question. You'll remember that we were together yesterday as you worked on this report, and this is not personal. You became my friend yesterday, and you will confirm to this Senate that we began working on this report at 4:30, you disappeared until 4:30. Is that true? So from the committee, you will confirm that you left the committee room at 2:30 and came back at 4:30. Is that true?
Your Honor, that could not be true, and as I have indicated, we were called here urgently. We came without formal release letters. When we came, we were, invited into the chamber. We were briefed on what the assignment entailed.
No, I'm talking about when we start. We sat.
Counsel, allow the witness to answer, please. You asked a question. He's responding to that question. Proceed, witness.
Thank you. Yeah, so after we were briefed by the clerk's office, as protocol dictates, we have to seek concurrence from our accounting officer. I explained to the clerk's office that we need to get an authority to embark on an exercise. This is when I was ushered into the clerk's office. A letter was done while I waited, and I walked with that letter to our CEO's office, advising him that this is the sort of engagement that we have been called to conduct, and I therefore need to be officially released.
Did you require 2 hours?
Well, It wasn't 2 hours, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. Witness, expert witness, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions in a few minutes. Just to follow up on the question which my colleague asked you. Who called you yesterday and you left the Senate-sanctioned audit for more than 2 hours? An activity that was time-bound. Who called you to go to that event?
My CEO, Your Honor.
Your CEO?
Yes.
Thank you. What did the CEO tell you when he called you to leave a Senate-sanctioned event?
Well, as I have explained, it is a practice that as a public officer who you have to get approval or express permission.
Did you require approval when the Speaker has already issued a directive and you are in the presence of the House? The House of Senate? You leave the Senate to go. Did you require approval to leave the Senate to go back to your CEO?
I think I was given a letter requesting us for the services which I had to deliver to our office for approval and clearance.
Did you become hostile to the team by the governor, the governor's team, when you came back? Did you become hostile to the team by the governor when you came back?
I'm not a hostile person.
You are not a hostile person?
No.
You asked a specific question yesterday, which he has asked you, and you need to tell this Senate. This question is in the mouth and minds of all senators today. MCS accessed this system using a gadget. Is that correct?
I wouldn't know how.
From your observation, MCS accessed this system using a gadget, whether it's a phone or a laptop or a computer. Is that correct?
Ideally, based on the nature of the system, yes, it's a web-based system. Yes.
And when you access the system, then you need to leave a fingerprint in that system so that anyone else can tell that indeed you left, you are the one who voted. And that is the primary question before this Senate. So the question is, did you find in the system what is known as the MAC addresses for the computers, mobile phones, laptops, etc., which were used to access this system? Did you find?
So allow me to answer that question in a more layman's language for the benefit of the Senate. What happens when you are accessing a system? There is the public-facing IP, and there's the internal IP. I'll give you an example. If we have all access to our Wi-Fi in this building, that
Yes.
Wi-Fi will have one external-facing IP.
Yes.
That IP is the one that channels our traffic to the specific requests that we make onto the internet. By the nature of this system, it has been set up such that it can be able to pick the IP as the unique resource locator for the service. And that is part of the logs that we've been able to collect.
Because of my time, and I appreciate, the IP addresses that you have given to this House are already in the House. The senators have looked at these IP addresses, and some are they have been recorded 9 times. They have interrogated that issue. What they are asking now, at this level, is that MAC address. They want to know, did this MCA vote? Did this MCA A, B, C, D vote? And which gadget did he use? That is the primary question. So does your report contain MAC address, the logs for the MAC addresses? That is the question before the House.
It's a right question.
It is a yes or no answer. Is it there so that I can show the senators that our case has collapsed because the MAC addresses are now in your report, the unique identifiers for the telephone numbers of these MCS. It's now available, produced by the expert, and our case has collapsed. Show me in your report where these MAC addresses are.
I have clearly responded to that question, and the answer is
the answer
MAC
is show me in your
addresses
report.
are
It's a
not.
yes or no answer.
Council, let him answer. Counsel, allow the witness to answer. Witness, do you have the IP addresses in your report?
I have IP addresses in my report, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, the question is the MAC addresses. The IP address, Madam Speaker, I request for 2 more minutes. I'm now on a delicate issue. The MAC addresses.
Granted the 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Respond to the question of the MAC addresses.
MAC addresses are not part of external facing details that are captured within this particular system. The system captures IP addresses. IP addresses can still be linked to a MAC address.
Okay.
Allow me to finish,
Okay,
kindly.
okay.
I'll give you an example. You have your own safe in your house, which is located in a certain location. We cannot expose your safe to the outside world, but we will expose your gate number to the world. Ideally, a MAC address is unique to that house, and the house number is public information.
That begs 2 questions, Mr. Expert Witness, Madam Speaker, I wind up. Two important questions. These MAC addresses, what kind of audit did you do? Did you do a basic compliance audit? Did you do a network security audit? Or did you do a device compliance audit? Because each one has different levels. And maybe as you answer that question, there's a senator who asked here, did you penetrate this system into the NIT so that you extract the required information to complete this report?
So, Your Honor, you cannot be able to do an entire audit within a day. Our letter was very clear. We target our exercise in answering the 5 questions, and we targeted our efforts towards what activities will give us the response or the answers to the clerk's questions as directed to our CEO.
Did you do a search on all these IP addresses to tell the senators that these IP addresses are not located in Nyahururu, Bomet, Nairobi, or Embu? Did you do a search address in your audit?
Your Honor, we did what the question, the letter requested us to do, which was to conduct an assessment that will respond to the questions that had been answered.
Last question, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, last question. The senators in this house, there's a live question which they want an answer from you. The evidence was given that a computer was used at the county assembly to vote for 3 MCS. 3 MCS, a computer was used. The simple question is, did you go to Kericho County, or was this computer given to you for you to ascertain the IP address or MAC address in that computer to give to these honorable senators to clear any doubt in their mind on the verifiability, authenticity, and security of this system? That is my last question.
Yeah, so based on the audit logs that we collected, as we have responded, the system has adequate logs providing verifiability, which is ideally the number of...
The question, did you visit Kericho? Were you given the computer? It's a simple issue.
So the system is a web-based system.
Yes.
For a web-based system, you do not need to physically visit a location. It's available on the URL, unique resource locator, as we have provided.
So what is the
report.
IP address for this laptop which was given in, which the MCS said they used? Can you tell the senators with a substantial measure of assurance, no doubt at all, that I, as the expert, this is the IP address of this computer, this is the MAC address of this computer, so that we clear doubt? Thank you.
I don't think that was part of my request for this
Thank you,
letter.
Madam Speaker. I'm sorry, my time is up.
The question is now actually answered. It's told you. Senator Sifuna.
You know, Speaker, I'm a bit confused by the line of questioning that has been taken by counsel for the governor, because your directive was that all these